Sorry, I got to adjust my seat for y'all. Get comfy a little bit. Ooh. Ooh. Post-fight thoughts. YouTube, how y'all doing this evening? Post-fight thoughts. Danny Swift Garcia, not so swift, unfortunately, versus Errol, the truth, Spence Jr. Errol is a special fighter, guys. He dominated Danny Garcia. Nobody else has dominated Danny Garcia. Not in this fashion. Yes, he had tough fights against Thurman and Porter and Herrera. He did have a tough fight. A lot of people say he lost that fight. That's whatever, right? But nobody beat up on Danny Garcia the way Errol Spence beat up on Danny Garcia tonight. This fight, I had 10-2. I gave Danny 2 rounds. And of course, I'm going to watch it again. But I think it's going to go the same. I think the rounds that he did win was the ones that Errol took off. Because those are the only rounds I could say without a doubt that Danny won. How did Errol win this fight? The jab was phenomenal. I don't think enough people was talking about the jab. Errol Spence's jab in this fight was everything. It was everything. That jab basically the jab stopped everything that Danny Garcia could even think of beginning to do. Errol Spence is a great southpaw, guys. I don't know, like with the Bud Crawford situation, he's not going to be able to out southpaw Errol Spence, man. He's not. It's levels to this. You got to be able to take away Errol Spence's jab. You got to be able to do it. I don't think anybody's able to take away his jab. Not at this level in the game. Not at this level where he's at in the game. I don't think no one can take away his jab. I'm just adjusting my mic. It's going into red, guys. I apologize if it sounds like I'm yelling sometimes. This looks good. So, again, how did he beat him? The jab was everything. Everything got set up off the jab. And also, Errol didn't let Danny get comfortable. He reset him and would change the angle. Whenever Danny felt he could get something off, Errol would switch the angle up, reset him, get back on the jab. Now, I called this fight either a UD or a TKO. Like I said, Danny's tough. I don't think people give Danny enough credit. Danny is tough as all out, man. Danny's a hard fighter to stop. He has a great chin. His body is always in shape. So I didn't see him unless Errol's just super stepped on the gas. But like I said, Errol's focused. He's out to get these W's now. He's out to get W's. He's looking to win. However he can do it, he's gonna win. And if he can fight you easy and box you, this is what he's gonna do. This is what he's gonna do. It's called boxing, not fighting. We're not fighting. This is when a fight break out. That's when you have the Arturi Gotti, Mickey Wards, right? When you had a Timothy Bradley's Provatnikovs, right? When a fight breaks out. This is not fighting, guys. This is a thinking man's sport. It's a thinking man's sport. Enhanced by athleticism and power, right? Errol Spence is special. I don't think it's if he can beat you. It's how he beats you. It's how he's going to beat you. It's how he's going to beat you. Terence Crawford, you were in the building. Where were you? I'm going to always bring up Terence Crawford when it comes to Errol Spence. Where were you? No jumping in the ring and saying, hey, what's up, Spence? Let's make this happen. Even if you wanted to ran off on what you believe is how you're the 8 side and you not taking 60-40. So you're traveling to see a fight with Errol and Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia, who you said yourself is not a top welterweight. Did they come and see your fight against Kell Brook, or did they stay home and watch it on, ESPN Plus or whatever it was on? Because I can't remember at this point. What's next for Errol Spence? Manny Pacquiao, probably a big money fight with Manny Pacquiao. It only makes sense. It'll probably be Manny Pacquiao's last fight if he can help it, unless Manny love them checks too. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it real, as Bud like to say. Let's keep it real. Manny love checks. So even if he did lose to Errol, he probably would still take a fight with Bud or the up and coming welterweight at that time, whoever's looking and calling his name. But it's already I think it's already written in the clouds that Manny Pacquiao may be next for Errol Spence. Sean Porter called out Bud on national TV yet again. He was the mandatory, he said, for Errol and Bud Crawford. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. It all comes out in the wash, right? But a phenomenal performance by Errol Spence, coming off a long layoff and a car accident. The jab was phenomenal. The way he switched the angle and made Danny reset. That was the fight. Danny couldn't really get off. And when he did, like I said, it was mostly because Errol was either resting, and if Danny did try to get off, he would reset him, go to an angle, get back on the jab. Beautiful work by Errol Spence Jr. He's back. He's back, and I feel he's only going to get better if he continues to box smart. If he continues to box smart. I like this Errol. I like this Errol. Right? We get W's, bro. That's what we here for. We're here to get these W's and go home to our families. Spend this bread. Right? Spend this bread we just made and build up. Take care of the wife and kids. That's what we here for. Right? Errol Spence is a goddamn problem. Errol Spence is a goddamn problem. The welterweights need to step their game up. Because Errol boxing like this, I don't see it. I don't see it. You got Keith Thurman, the last of the elite welterweight, supposedly. You got Keith Thurman and Bud Crawford. Right? What y'all gonna do with him? He can give it to you, but what you gonna do with it? What y'all gonna do with it? Errol is a goddamn problem, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to admit that, so that way you can actually focus on the correct game plan to see if you can be in there with him. Because what y'all thinking of him as a flash in the pan, or AB, or he's this and that, or he's not a one dimension. He's a complete fighter. I told y'all this. He's a complete fighter. He's proven it against proven talent. Stop it. It's time to stop it. Right? But we need to see you in there with someone that's worth talking about. I'm not even saying elite, because you're not ready. I'm going to be honest with you, Bud. You're not ready for Errol. You not. But you need to get in there with some level B fighters who can actually take a shot that's not broken, right? Or have questions by them. Then we'll start giving you the respect you deserve. But right now, from what I see, you're not ready for Errol. You're not ready for him. That's all I got. Great performance by Errol Spence. Shout out to Dallas, Texas. Shout out to that great trainer, Derek James, trainer of the year, in my opinion. And congratulations to Errol, the true Spence Jr., on a great and dominant performance tonight. I look forward to seeing you again in the future. It's your boy Ricky Williams. Take care of yourself. Take care of your family. And then everything else will take care of itself. I promise you that. It's your boy. We out.